We begin tonight with the mess left behind by Adelaide's biggest solar installer, a company Paul Makin's been chasing for the last 18 months.
About 6 weeks ago, I noticed that the inverter had a red light on, so it wasn't working.
I arrived home and I could smell the plastic burning.
What we're seeing may be an alarming sign of things to come.
And I walked around the side of my house and I actually saw the inverter on fire.
Inverters installed by fly-by-night solar companies turning into ticking time bombs.
I describe them as really poor quality garbage.
The first cracks are appearing in the industry where inexperienced installers joined the government-subsidised gold rush, placing tens of thousands of systems in South Australian homes. The latest casualty, one of the biggest. Unleash Solar. And sadly, we're loath to say, we told you so.
Well, you say you were calling people, but none of the people that we spoke to you called.
Well, I apologise about that. They must have been missed out.
The company was always slow to respond to complaints about their installations.
It's now been 23 weeks.
We keep getting promised. We were in May, we were promised June. In June, we were promised July. In July, we were promised August.
And it wasn't just long installation delays. Poor workmanship was a trademark.
I don't see how they can leave somebody's house like that. It wasn't like that when they started.
Dodgy placement of solar panels.
As it is, this whole thing could lift straight off the roof in a big high wind.
Botched wiring and sloppy work.
Poor quality of materials, poorly installed items. They also had very, very poor customer service.
If I had to ask you to grade their customer service, what would it be?
Naught. No, there was no customer service whatsoever.
Unleash Solar was flashy. Their low-cost solar offers seduce South Australians anxious to cash in and save on spiralling electricity costs.
You see them on the back of buses, in the advertiser. They're advertising everywhere. Huge amount of money being spent on advertising.
Now Unleash is no more and won't be honouring warranties on their cheap Chinese solar panels and inverters. This is the fourth story we've done on Unleashed in 18 months with no government response until last week when we questioned the Office of Business and Consumer Affairs about the level of complaints. Suddenly, they leapt into action.
My officers have conducted further investigations in relation to Unleash Solar and have discovered another 23 complaints, taking the total to 40.
90-year-old widow Heather Crosby's inverter went bung 6 weeks ago, but the Unleash Solar's care factor was zero.
All I got was, please leave a voicemail message.
So they ignored you?
They ignored me.
But for Rick of Happy Valley, the inverter problem could have been far more deadly. He arrived home from a night on the town in the nick of time.
This was actually on fire, the plastic was melting, and I can't believe this was actually still operating. So I pretty much had to dodge the flames to actually turn the actual safety switch off.
The people in the know reckon improper wiring caused mixed mess.
The connection, the installer, or the company that has installed it, has put the wrong connection together. So all the heat building up finally is given away and it's gone boom. And I think we're very lucky that whole house didn't go down.
Heather Crosby, a recipient of an Order of Australia for her work with young people, by the way, was in luck today.
Looks like an internal issue.
No good?
No good.
Swap it out?
Straight over.
Let's do it.
The team from the Gotta Getter group, headed up by Shane Schmidt, installed a brand new top-quality inverter at no cost.
What do you think of that?
Oh, I'm very happy, thank you.
Well done.
But this is only the tip of the iceberg for Unleash Solar's customers.
I've described them as basically the bottom of the barrel. That's where I'd put them. I don't deal with them anymore. I don't have anything to do with them. The only thing we do now is repair their work.
Peter Watts used to carry out work for Unleash Solar and was owed $40,000 at one stage.
At that point, they were away in Las Vegas. They spent their Easter in Las Vegas. I spent my Easter in Normanville. At the same time, they're spending my $40,000 down there. This is the type of people we're dealing with here.
thought they were reliable. They sponsor big major soccer teams in Adelaide. You think they'd be a good company if someone's actually wearing their product on themselves.
While an administrator will be appointed tonight, Unleash Solar's website is still up and running, and they were even taking deposits recently.
Well, I think they should give everybody their money back. They promised me that the job would be done in 2 weeks, so the job hasn't been done.
They took Katrina Lever's $1,218 on the 5th of this month.
I can't afford to be out of pocket of $1,218 because I've got a child to look after and I've got to keep a roof over our heads.
Meanwhile, the solar doctor, Peter Watt, says the Unleash inverter problems are only just starting.
I'd say that every customer with their particular brand of inverter they use will have issues.
Every single one?
Every single one.
Not about the inverter, and it's not about the warranty, it's the company providing that warranty. Because the warranty's not worth anything if the company's not there.
That's what is important in running a company. Keeping the company running for years as a project that goes for 20, 30 years, not as 2, 3 years, get rich, see you later.